You know you're a hoe when you no longer get paid for sex. You know you're a hoe when you no longer get paid for OnlyFans. You know you're a hoe when you no longer get paid for typing in a Mika prompt. Doesn't it make you not a hoe anymore if you no longer get paid for sex? Doesn't that mean you found someone who you just have sex with and you love?
How many people do you have to have sex with to be considered a hoe?
2.
I'm ho-ho-ho. I'm Santa Claus in this.
Nice.
I have sex.
Wait, Nopify, do they have Santa or Kris Kringle?
What? What are you asking me right now? Who's Kris Kringle?
That tasted like chicken, but I'm sure it was Los Pollos Hermanos, placenta,
The chicken brother.
meal
Armano.
replacement, or rat meat from Subway.
Los
guys-
Pollos Harmonos?
He didn't even spell it right.
Dude.
But I still won! But I still won!
Hermano.
3 times in a row! I'm a professional, like a mechanic or a carpenter. The only difference is that the job involves.
I hope we don't all have the same idea.
I'm a professional, like a mechanic or a carpenter. The only difference is that my job involves DEI, dealing with Mikasacus, buying wood and screwing cars, reacting to TikToks.
Yeah!
What the hell?
Hey man, no hard feelings.
I'm sensing a little hostility in this
No
group.
hard feelings. No. I said no
That's
hard
totally
Really
feelings.
hard feeling.
I said no
Schlatt's-
hard feelings though.
Schlatt is mad
like
that
this
I got the
because it's
job.
I feel like
at
saying no hard
McDonald's.
feelings doesn't remove the fact
No,
that you
but
have
I
hard
said no
feelings
hard
right now.
feelings.
You're definitely hard right now.
You say,
Ed?
Oh, we're getting ads in this now? Okay. That's what we're doing?
Hold on.
I can't even hit skip.
I can't skip it either.
Yeah, you can't even skip. You have to buy the yearly diamond plan for $75 a year. Why do you cry when you touch yourself?
Ew.
Why do I get that card? Come on, just confession time.
I don't think I've ever cried
Oh, come on.
when I touch myself. I mean, that's just weird, right?
Not so weird to me. Why do you cry when you touch yourself? I don't know. That's a good one. I'm really sensing some kind of unsolved problem in this group. Why do you cry when you touch yourself? It reminds me of him. Why do you cry when you touch yourself? I don't deserve to. That is
that
so
was good.
sad. Whoever picked that, I just gonna. Yeah. Okay. Of course. So 2 anti-Mika prompts, and one of them was from Mika. Mika, do you really do that?
No, of course not.
Mika's no fat, bro.
You're no fat. Is this
Yeah.
a fun fact that you just?
No,
It's on the
you
wiki.
know, November never ends for me, man. November never stops.
Remember all year long.
I
Mika-
don't deserve it. Do you like when you scroll on Instagram and you see a hot babe, and you get like the tingles? Do you just like you're like, no.
What are
tingles?
the tingles, dude?
The tingles.
The tingles, bro. You know the tingles.
I don't want you anywhere near Instagram.
Jeez,
You never see a hot
Nopify,
babe
you
on
must
Instagram
be,
and you get the tingles?
Bro, you must be extremely fertile.
No. If you saw my explore page, you'd understand.
You
Tingles.
need no.
I understand.
You are ready to breed, man.
I need a
Your biological clock is ticking.
No, I didn't say all that. You just put words in my mouth. Listen, when you're 50, you don't get the tingles anymore. That's all I'm saying. You can't get the tingles.
Yeah, you gotta cash it in right now.
hit next
Yeah.
round.
Yeah, for the love of God.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Okay, next round. Anyways,
Okay. I've already forgotten more about blank than you'll ever know.
this card just gave me the tingles.
We can't have a new salad monster.
The tingle monster.
The tingle monster.
I've already forgotten more about comma than you'll ever know. I've already forgotten more about Blackula than you'll ever know. The tingles don't like blog.
Dude, I
That's
actually
that's
forgot about
instant win.
Blackula.
You forgot
Instant
about
win.
How
Blackula?
can you forget about
I
Black?
could never
How could you
It's a
forget?
repressed memory.
Cosmo sex tip. Help your man feel manly by humoring his desire for blank. Sleep deprived merch. Wait a minute. Andrew Tate and a sandwich and a beer. Hashtag men's stuff.
My skills are no match for my mastery of the taint. My mastery of your mama.
Nice.
For my mastery of being left unseen. My mastery of moving went on.
Nika, do you get left on red like often?
No, I didn't write that one.
You didn't write that
I
one?
don't know. Why did you assume?
Thanks, Panda.
You know, white people, they just love blank.
No one type it.
You know, white people, they just love sleep deprived. They do. They just love Vine. You know, white people, they just love white people be like. I think they really like sleep deprived.
Yeah.
All white people, raise your hands up.
But don't raise one hand up. Don't raise one.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
Sit down, son. It's time for me to teach you about hoes and the bees. Bees and the bees. Do not touch yourself. Do not do that to yourself. It is filled with sin. It is unholy. Cleanse yourself of this thought.
Oh, schlat.
Time to teach you about a hardcore gut-wrenching fuck and the bees.
My goodness.
That's good.
Blank might not solve our problems, but we gotta try something.
I feel like we're gonna have the same fucking cards.
Tariffs. Tariffs might not solve our problems, but we gotta try something. This shit might solve our problems, but we gotta try something. Tariffs might not solve our problems, but we gotta try something. There are two of the same, so I have to, by default, give it to this shit.
Great work.
Laziest card wins.
I'm just gonna type this stuff. Stuff.
Thing, stuff.
Yep.
Nothing says friendship like blackmail, like friends, like the feeling
Read out the last one.
Come on. You started this, Mika. Come on.
I can't believe that you are laughing this hard. The feeling in my dick? Is this like a meme that's going around or what? It is? I'm so out of it.
Have you not seen the
No.
XXX Tentacion meme where he's like, what's a father?
No.
What's a father? And then people in the comments are like, you can really hear the pain in his dick.
In his dick?
Blank on my penis. It burns. It burns.
Did you read a card or was that just like a statement?
Go slap happy grandpappy on my penis. It burns. It burns. What's on my penis? It burns. It burns. Spit on my penis. It burns. It burns. Big chicken on my penis. It burns. It burns. Okay.
Spit on my penis.
I'm in between your slap happy grandpappy or McChicken.
Yo, slap happy
This
grandpappy.
one's silly. I like that one.
My boss found out I'm pregnant, and now I'm not sure if I'm fired or getting a raise. I'm weird, and now I'm not sure if I'm if I'm fired or getting a raise. I'm a
Thanks. Mika won. I swear I didn't give you herpes. That's just blank.
Whatever you do, don't do it.
Don't do what?
Don't.
I didn't give you herpes. That's just what my dick looks like. I didn't give you herpes. That's just sawdust. I didn't give you herpes. That's just loves-its. That's just poo-poo.
Poo-poo.
Poo-poo?
Loves it. Loves it. We're so much better.
You picked poo-poo?
I gave it a little effort. Okay, I guess that's what we're doing. Okay, we'll just dumb it down. We'll just dumb it down again. It's fine.
I meant to text him, hey, but I accidentally sent a photo of my sweaty gooch instead. Oops. But I accidentally sent a photo of my shit in the toilet instead. Oops. But I accidentally sent a photo of naked pregnant crazy frog. He laughed. I think he asked for a selfie. A fool. I sent a pic of my soul instead. Oops. But I accidentally sent a photo of my spread cheeks with the good lighting and composition instead. Oops.
That one?
That's crazy.
Let's go.
So you win by saying poo-poo or by shit in the toilet. That's the bar we're setting. That's the bar we're setting in this game.
Bro. No.
This kind of rhymes.
Dr. Seuss got that zipper away. Spit on my penis, dit on my penis. You're bit on my penis.
One spit, two
three
spit. Yeah.
Dr. Sue be like, you're a bit on my penis.
It would burn. My butthole has fissures.
I'm a professional, like a mechanic or a carpenter. The only difference is that my job involves fist fucking a bulbous man. The only difference is that my job involves Pepe. What? The only difference is that my job involves my Craffy. The only difference is that my job involves locating the epicenter of the tingle. That is so eloquent.
The terrorists demand that paper by the end of the
That's crazy.
You know your child is psychopath when their first words are, it hurts. When their first words are, I kind of like these tariffs. When their first words are Baba Booey. When their first words are, subscribe to us to our Patreon.
Really thought my Patreon one was gonna win.
I prefer not to rely on fossil fuels. My new hybrid car runs on liberal tears. Runs on white people with a space and an E. Runs on exploding lithium batteries. And runs on Tesla hate. You know it's gotta be.
You know. That's what my car runs on too. Your skills are no match for my mastery of butthole. Your skills are no match for my mastery of gritty. Your skills are no match for my mastery of skip this one. Okay, guess we're skipping. I skip.
You know you're a gambling addict when you place bets on water. You know you're a gambling addict when you place bets on wild horses. When you place bets on Panda. When you place bets on Jake Paul winning against a senior. It's true, but I like water. I don't know why. It's just speaking to me.
Come on,
You know,
what?
water. Yeah.
We knew Arthur truly was king when he pulled flint and steel from the stone. When he pulled that baddie from the stone. When he pulled the swig from the stone. When he pulled fine shit from the stone.
What does that mean?
Don't know fine shit.
What does that mean? No, I don't. What is fine shite?
Fine shite.
What does it mean? Explain it.
All right. If you haven't tried butt porn, basically. If you haven't tried the Tokyo Sand Blaster, you're basically still a virgin. If you haven't tried Goonacide, you're basically still a virgin. If you haven't tried letting a poop out and then sucking it back in,
Really?
Thank you. I needed that point.
Wait, just so I'm sure that I get it, explain how tariffs work to me one more time. Wait, just so I'm sure that I get it, explain Wolf of Wall Street to me one more time. Wait, just so I'm sure that I get it, explain capitalism bad to me one more time. I think I like that one.
Damn. You killed it.
Thanks.
nice.
The ultimate Mortal Kombat combo: punch, punch, dick. I mean, kick. Fuck. The ultimate Mortal
Freudian
Kombat
slip.
combo: punch, punch, slurp, kick. Punch, punch, whip out your dick, kick.
Whip out your dick.
It had a good flow to it. Punch, punch,
Yeah.
whip out your dick, kick. It's kind of nice.
It's like a little rhyme, yeah, like a little
Eminem
nursery
bar.
rhyme.
All right. That tasted like chicken, but I'm sure it was lab-grown meat. But I'm sure it was my foreskin. Whoops.
Oh,
But I'm sure it was the body and blood of Jesus. But I'm sure it was woke bug meat. Is it still Lent?
yes.
All right.
Always Lent.
This
Thank
one's
you.
for
It's always
Jesus.
Lent.
Thank you. We're raising our children to value empathy, honesty, and whatever my political stance is. We're raising our children to value empathy, honesty, and the Soviet Union. Empathy, honesty, and securing the bag. Empathy, honesty, and Trump. I like this one.
I don't believe in abortion, but I do believe in this coat hanger. I don't believe in abortion, but I do believe in the American dream. I don't believe in abortion, but I do believe in give it to the next person.
I was voted most likely to get blank after high school. Spot on. I was voted most likely to get killed after high school. Spot on. I was voted most likely to get a DUI after high school. Spot on. I was voted most likely to get incarcerated after high school. I was most likely to get drafted. Drafted is just like the most real one.
My roommate and I get along pretty well. She likes to exercise. I'm into picking out donut. She likes to exercise. I'm into watching. It works out. Good one, big guy.
Thanks.
Listen, babe, if you can't appreciate blank, then you sure don't deserve me.
You can't appreciate this day.
Listen, babe, if you can't appreciate Funko,
Just Funko.
if you can't appreciate my desperate need for attention, you don't deserve it. If you can't appreciate dank
Dank
memes,
memes, dude.
Nice.
then you sure don't deserve me. If you can't appreciate my Big Mac farts.
Nice trademark.
Or Viagra, Grandpa would have to use Snapchat streaks. Maintain an erection. Before Viagra, Grandpa would have to use Cialis to maintain an erection. Before Viagra, Grandpa would have to use a good old spit and slap to
Does
maintain
a
an erection.
slap work?
We call that Hawk Tua now. What's Cialis?
That's like the alternative to Viagra.
Why do you know?
Why do I know that? What do you mean? I'm not the one that typed that in.
Okay, maybe I typed it in. I just thought it would
Oh,
get
why
a
do you,
good
oh
laugh
yeah, why
out
do
of
you
the
know
gang.
about that, huh?
Why do you know about that?
You know, I don't like any of these.
Fair. You know what?
That's
Fair.
Taking ecstasy really enhances. VidCon 2021. Taking ecstasy really enhances, bruh. Just skip this shit. I don't know. I can confirm. It really
Yes,
enhances VidCon
dude.
2021.
Yes. Remember when
It
we
really helps.
remember?
Yeah, I remember. Oh, I remember.
It is well known that 2 doses of Mucinex will cure the common cold. Who's getting paid? It is well known that 2 doses of the internet will cure the common cold. It is well known that 2 doses of this pecker aha will cure the common cold. It is well known that 2 doses of love will cure the common cold. I guess I'll do this one.
Yes. Yes, dude.
Here's a video of a monkey fucking a frog.
Don't worry, he wasn't hurt.
This video is me jerking off in my bathroom.
My viewer sent this one in.
Don't worry, the cum all went down the toilet.
Hey everybody, welcome to your daily dose of white nationalism. I think we're not even playing the game anymore.
It was so random. You just all of a sudden, here's a video of a monkey fucking a frog.
Here's a video of jschlatt reacting to TikToks for 21 minutes.
Here's leaked footage of him drinking a bottle of whiskey before he films.
That's not leaked. Schlatt's pretty open about that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The crystal ball exploded after the fortune teller saw B in my future, saw ISIS in my future, saw Grok in my future, saw my lintig.
Grok. A win for Grok. According to Grok, I just won. According to Grok.
When I turned 16, my parents promised to give me blank. When I turned 16, my parents promised to give me sleep-deprived merch. Promised to give me love. My parents promised to give me freedom. When I turned 16, my parents promised to give me a harsh lesson.
Your birthday is coming up. Get ready. If you read my contract, you'll see that I'm legally entitled to blank. If you read my contract, you'll see that I'm legally entitled to bust on them titties. If you read my contract, you'll see that I'm legally entitled to your fucking bottom.
Oh my god.
If you read my contract, you'll see that I'm legally entitled to my wife. If you read my contract, you'll see that I'm legally entitled to your mama.
Wow.
Yes, I'm pulling away with that.
You're actually on a roll.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
Baba booey.
Baba Booey.
Check out our exclusive Patreon-only podcast at patreon.com/sleepdeprived. Thanks.